The case between Amber Heard versus Johnny Depp has been a crazy one. We have seen Johnny Depp lose lawsuits, Amber Heard lie to judges to try and win her cases. We have seen judges completely ignore evidence in favor of Amber Heard. I mean, it has been a wild ride. And while I don't think that either of them were fully innocent in their relationship, because both of them did have some pretty bad habits they brought into the relationship, which made it really, really toxic, I think that there's been a lot of unfair treatment here due to gender. The court system has believed Amber Heard because she was so stunning and brave to come forward with her story of abuse, and the judge in the Johnny Depp versus the Sun case even said that, and I think that it is disgusting. Someone can get away with doing something terrible because of their gender, because they use their gender to their advantage, and she even admitted courts would believe her over him because she's a female, and Johnny Depp deserves fair treatment here to defend himself and just justice for himself too. But there's been a bit of an update to their legal battle, and it's definitely a win for Johnny Depp, which is something I haven't been able to say much during this whole situation. So Johnny Depp will have a chance to appeal high court ruling that he assaulted ex-wife Amber Heard at a hearing next month. This is so good to see. He is actually getting maybe a fair chance in this situation. We know the last time that it happened, when the ruling happened, they basically sympathized with Amber Heard, said she was so stunning and brave that she came out with her story of abuse. So I do actually hope that he does get his fair chance here. But it says Johnny Depp's bid to overturn a ruling that he assaulted ex-wife Amber Heard and left her fearing for her life is set to be heard by the Court of Appeals next month. Last year, the Hollywood star took the Sun to court as he claimed a comment piece written in the paper was libellous for calling him a wife beater. After a 3-week trial at the High Court, Mr. Justice Nicole found the Sun's claims were substantially true. The judge ruled the Pirates of the Caribbean star had assaulted Miss Heard, 34, on a dozen occasions and put her in fear for her life 3 times. This is coming from the woman who also ended up chopping off his fingertip. Johnny Depp's fingertip was cut off, and she says it was an accident, but it still happened. Lawyers for Mr. Depp, 57, are challenging that ruling as they claim to have new evidence after previously commenting that Justice Nicole's decision was plainly wrong. His application for permission to appeal against it will be heard in March. This is such good news to hear. At least he is getting a chance to make his case. It says Mr. Depp sued the Sun's publisher News Group Papers, NGN, over a 2018 column by its executive editor which referred to overwhelming evidence he attacked Miss Heard. Following the high-profile trial, Mr. Justice Nicole ruled against Mr. Depp without taking much of his evidence into consideration, but the actor claims he did not receive a fair trial. He didn't. This justice didn't even pay attention to anything that Johnny Depp was saying. In all of the paperwork we saw, all of his statements, he showed no sympathy towards Johnny Depp. He didn't care about Johnny Depp's claims made at all whatsoever, even though he proved plenty of evidence, like Amber Heard being on recording saying, "No one in a court will believe you, they will believe me because I am a female and you are a male." Poor Johnny. No one's gonna believe a male is a victim of abuse. It is disgusting with the things that she said and also did, just the way that she acted in general. But it says in documents filed with the Court of Appeal, Mr. Depp's barrister David Sherborne had asked the court to set aside the judgment and order a new trial. But the QC representing NGN argued Mr. Justice Nicole conducted a painstaking analysis of the evidence, adding there is no basis to conclude the judge failed to examine the evidence or provide reasons for his findings, probably because they're afraid they'll lose if it goes a second time. But in an order issued on Monday, Lord Justice Underhill said Mr. Depp's application for permission to appeal should be considered at a hearing. It's at least nice that that there is a Lord Justice here trying to say he at least deserves to be heard, even if, it doesn't go any further than that. He, should be allowed to, make his case at another hearing and for the new evidence to be considered at a hearing. But there are a lot of people who think that Amber Heard is a liar, that really dislike Amber Heard, that think Amber Heard is a monster. And in my opinion, I really think that she's a monster. I think that she is getting away with a ton here due to her gender. And I'm not the only one, because the change.org petition to have Amber Heard reportedly fired from Aquaman 2 has now surpassed 1.8 million signatures. It says Amber Heard is facing removal from the Aquaman franchise, as well as being banned from Warner Brother Productions and several other screen projects, according to a multitude of articles over the last few days. Bounding into Comics says that Warner Brothers might be feeling the heat from Aquaman star Amber Heard's bad press. Reports are saying Heard might be removed from Aquaman 2 or see her role reduced greatly, and we would obviously prefer the former, though this humble petitioner would pay double to see Mara get killed off in some sort of fashion in the first 10 minutes. Now, it does sound like Warner Brothers is 100% sticking by Amber Heard. They don't care about the situation. They don't care about Johnny Depp's evidence, or they are defending Amber Heard. She has not been removed from Aquaman. She hasn't even been removed from any of her other projects. She's getting hired more and more. She is in The Stand, the Stephen King series that's come out recently, and I do think that that series is good. But again, every time I see her in that show, it just makes me cringe a little bit. It makes me pretty pissed off that they'd hire her in this show. When Johnny Depp is being cast out of Hollywood, it's so unfair. Everyone's believing Amber Heard and her stories and her lies when there's clear evidence that she did a lot wrong here too, yet Johnny Depp's career is virtually ruined. We have heard that he is being looked at for some other projects, but if those will come true, we don't actually know. It says koimoy.com explains that not only will Mera go the way of the dodo, but that Jason Momoa's Arthur Curry could be replaced as Aquaman. There was a recent scandal with Jason Momoa making some political comments to Trump supporters, basically saying, screw you, I don't care about your political opinion, unfollow me, which did cause a lot of divide. So ultimately, we don't know if she's going to be removed from Aquaman 2. I doubt it at this point, because she did get to refilm some scenes in the Snyder Cut for the Justice League, but this is still some sort of win for Johnny Depp. It does sound like it could be a positive situation, but he will have a chance to appeal the high court ruling that he assaulted his ex-wife Amber Heard at a hearing next month. But let everyone know your thoughts in the comments section down below. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a like, share it, and subscribe to the channel. And of course, if you didn't, make sure to give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I will talk to you all again in the next video really soon.